I bought this Jeep 3 years ago. It's a 1980 CJ7, and I did a walk around video then. You can watch it. It's here on the channel in the CJ7 playlist. And really, it's the same Jeep. I've just refreshed it a lot. Not the only major change to it is it was an automatic transmission, and now I've put a T150 Borg Warner manual transmission in it with the pedals and such. But I just kind of refreshed it and cleaned up things and rewired, replumbed some stuff, and fixed some things I didn't like the way they were. But it's a great Jeep. It's a rust-free CJ7 with disc brakes, Dana 44s, some nice accessories. I'm going to ramble on about this Jeep in no particular order as I filmed it. Here we are starting it. Give you an idea what it sounds like. It's a good running Jeep. I mean, it's a carbureted vehicle. You have to let it warm up on cold mornings a little bit, and so on. But it all works. This is the engine compartment. It's power steering, power brakes. It's got a Holly on it for carburetor. The engine's an 82, but it's a Holly carburetor. New hoses. Complete ignition tune-up recently. Nice battery. Everything works in here. It's all pretty clean considering what you see out there. The paint job, I did not paint it. It's got decent paint. It's got no rust. But it was like somebody did it at home. I mean, there's a run and a clear there. There's a couple droops over on the side. Back here by the, I don't know if you can see them there or not. There's some silicone in a hole there. There's some scuffs where they hit it, putting the doors on and off. There's some nicks where when you take the seatbelt off and you throw it down, it hits the body and nicks the paint. So it's not perfect. Some places it's dry, some places it's glossy. But I tell you, from 15 feet, it's gorgeous. And that's all you want out of a Jeep, right? Do you really want perfect paint on your Jeep? Be the first guy to scratch it? I don't. There's the interior. You can see I put the clutch pedal set in. Parking brake. But look at this. So this is not the original 1980 tub, but it's a brand new tub that somebody put on it. At least it was brand new when they did it, because there's no Bondo in this tub. There's no patches. These are the floor panels from this tub. I think the tub is probably a mid-90s tub. A couple things that tell me that, but it has been converted to the CJ tailgate. I'm opening up this spare tire carrier to drop the tailgate to show you how rust-free it is. This is pretty amazing. I mean, right down in there where all the stuff would sit in a Jeep. Like, this has been somebody's toy and in a garage its whole life. That's why I'm trying to show you that. Clean, right? Real clean. I mean, scratched, used, but not rusty. Not Illinois gross. Custom bumpers, got recovery points on it. Not a fiberglass tub. It's all strength. Those are best top wheel flares. You need the wheel flares because the Dana 44 axles are wider than the stock Jeep ones. So to cover those big wide axles and the tires that stick out, you need the big fender flares. I do have my logos on it, but that's all vinyl. I mean, a little heat and those peel off. Put over whatever you want on it. The tires, those are Jackman wheels. I don't know if you know what a Jackman wheel is, but those were made in San Diego in the late 70s. Those were the king of the off-road wheel and tire. The lockouts work perfectly. You don't need big pliers to turn them. I mean, this is all nice stuff. Now, the tires are a little weathered, but they don't hum, they don't hop, they don't shake. I'm not changing the tires. You want to put new tires on it, go ahead. I'm going to get some more life out of them. On the street, they work great. The mud, they're okay. They're a little worn. Got hooks up front. An 8,000-pound Champion on the front with a remote. A high lift jack mounted to it. All that comes with it. There again, Jackman. rims. Pretty neat little piece of history. I'm not charging more because this thing has Jackmans on it, but it's just one little neat piece that it has. And those, you can see the Ford disc brakes on the Ford truck disc brakes on the front, Cadillac rear disc brakes. I did that for the emergency brake, and there's the caliper. You can see it in there, and discs. I got a whole video on the discs, on the swapping out those calipers. You can watch that video on those. Climb underneath it and try to film some stuff down here, although the lighting is just absolutely terrible. Dana 44s. These are out of an i8 Scout, which is a wider vehicle. Much stronger differential and axles than you would get in a stock CJ7. But Dana 44s, front and rear. That's a Dana 20 transfer case. Again, really nice, rust-free piece. Not perfect. Who wants perfect? Who wants to take a Jeep to a car show? Come on. I mean, it shines up nice, but... Alright, these are Tuffy boxes up in the back. They got speakers in them if you want to wire those up. I keep my jumper cables, a towel, some flip-flops, a machete, that kind of stuff in there. All the switches and everything work, except fuel gauge does not work. No radio, and that's about it. I have rebuilt the transmission. That's a BorgWarner T150. There you see the rebuild kit with bearings, seals, gaskets, synchros. All rebuilt, shifting real good. That's the center Tuffy box for more storage. Jeeps don't have any storage, so this has got 3 Tuffy boxes. Neoprene seats, they can get rained on. You can wash the car. The water does not get into the padding. Got the bikini top on it there. There is a scuff, like a windshield wiper scuff in the passenger side of the windshield. The only time I see that is when I'm washing it. I mean, I don't notice it. I do have half doors and a real nice full best top with frame. I just leave them hanging here on the wall most of the time. They're really nice doors. I'll open them up, show it to you. Absolutely no rust on the outside or inside. The door skins are in perfect shape. I mean, I don't use them. Like I've used them a little bit in the spring and fall. I don't think I've had these on in over a year. I just drive the Jeep with a bikini top, no doors most of the time. Best top's in good shape. There's a few scuffs on the windows, but nothing terrible. I mean, you can see through the windows. It looks really good. I've got the rear seat and the seat belts for it. That's all sitting right there. All this stuff might be a little dusty from being in the garage, but it's all, there's no rips or tears in it. There it is with the top on it. The door's not quite shut there, but you get the idea. But I drive it like this, you know, bikini top, no doors, no radio. Let's get some better shots of the underneath. It's still not the greatest video in the world, but you get a good shot of those big Ford truck disc brakes, like 90s, or I'm sorry, probably 80s, 90s. Ford truck disc brakes, anything that was 5.5 on, or 5 on 5.5 lug. There's a brand new steering gear that I put in it because it was leaking at the end of last year. So this winter I got a brand new steering gear, power steering. There's the calipers, you can see them. Reverse shackle, you know, a standard Jeep. The shackles are up front. I don't know why they did that. But Dana 44, there you can see the cover. And then the steering links are there. Those are chromoly steering links. Real good geometry, no bump steer in it. I think it does great. You can go down the road and take your hands off the wheel. It's that good. Brand new starter. Exhaust is in real good shape. It's old, but I mean, there's no holes in it. It's got all new clamps. Downpipe's in good shape. It's a cherry bomb glass pack is all that's there, but it's all mounted correctly. Oh, that's the slave cylinder for the clutch. Even though it's a BorgWarner T150, which would normally be mechanical linkage, I did it hydraulic with an 1980 clutch master cylinder and slave cylinder. There's the new fuel lines. I got a whole video on the fuel lines, putting those in. All new fuel lines going back to a Holley electric pump and regulator. You can kind of see there. and there's a fuel filter off to the right. That's all hard line, brand new lines, all replumbed. Got a video on that. Then there's the Dana 44 rear. That's a locker, a Detroit locker. So it'll kind of go clack, clack, clack on the pavement if you turn real sharp and gas it real hard. But it doesn't hurt anything. I mean, man, does it go places in the dirt. Plenty of traction there with the locker. And then there I'm trying to zoom in on the Cadillac disc brakes, but you get the idea. All new e-brake cables and hardware. There it is next to my buddy's JK. You can idea the size and the lift. That was a lifted JK. Another buddy stopped by with his CJ7. I have wheeled it once at Jeep Blitz. Got it really muddy. Had a blast. This thing will go anywhere. But I'm not really a wheeler. I'm kind of a poser. So don't think that I've beat the hell out of it, because I haven't. There it is, all cleaned up. I got all that mud off of it. And this is a beautiful Jeep. You know, it's a 15-footer. You know, the paint's not perfect. The tires aren't perfect. But man, I've gone through it, and I've put a lot of effort into it. You can watch the whole list of videos I've done to it. I love this Jeep. I just, you know, it's been 3 years, and I've got the itch for something else. I kind of want something else. So it's up for sale. Craigslist, Peoria, Illinois. Look for it there. It's also on my Facebook. I'll link it in several places. But Jeep on.